underhyped books that you need to add to your TBR. Number 1 is the Bromance Book Club. I don't know why this series does not get the hype that it fucking deserves. It is so good. Specifically, this one is my favorite. A woman whose husband doesn't make her oh, and she tells him, and she's like, actually, we're getting a divorce. And he's like, why? Just because that didn't happen? She's like, no, because I've been faking it this whole time and you didn't notice. And my boy goes through some self-reflection. He meets up with his friends, and his friends are like, okay, listen, we have this little club. It's called the Bromance Book Club, where we read romance books so that we can win our women back. This is amazing, spectacular, 10 out of freaking 10. This is Waiting on the Sidelines by Ginger Scott. I love angsty, and this is just like that angsty young adult, like coming into your own story. And it starts out with her hearing him talk bad about her and like her looks to like the popular crowd, and then they get paired up as partners, and he has to apologize to her, and he's just like very popular, and she's just like still trying to come into her own, but they form this friendship and this connection. It is so good. It is so good, especially if you like that young adult, new adult feel. It just it makes me feel things, and it takes me back to a time where like the angst was so, like the teenage angst was so real. The Truth About Heartbreak by B. Celeste, y'all. This book is everything to me. I love the angst and heartache in it, and my girl is actually the other woman. Okay, but you need to wait. I know we don't like that. There is some cheating, but not. The two main characters don't cheat on each other, but they do cheat on another girl, but the other girl is kind of a witch. So not saying that makes it okay. I'm not saying that makes it okay, but I feel if you get into it, you will understand why. And it's just like she falls in love with him when she's 13, and she has never stopped loving him, and he like feels kind of obligated to stay with this girl, and it's just messy, okay? It's messy, and I love mess. So I love Love Island, I love The Bachelor, I love reality TV. So if you can give me a book that's like reality TV, I'm gonna love it. This is like Bachelor vibes. She goes on, she is broke, she needs money. She's like, okay, I'm gonna go on this. She goes on this dating show, and it turns out that the guy who's like the main guy is a guy that she insulted on national TV, and it is, mwah, it's so good. Last but certainly not least is June 1st by Jennifer Hartman. Dare I say, one of her most underrated books. It's a brother's best friend. He comes and lives with them one day. He's very, very close to the family. She's always liked him, and obviously they form this connection. There's so much yearning and angst in this book, and I feel like I've said angst a million times, but I just love it so much. Like, I love that feeling in my chest and my gut where I'm just like, ugh, it hurts so bad, but it also hurts so good. So if you're looking for some recommendations, I would definitely add these to your list.